Hi.
Gillian and I were inspired to read together after hearing and seeing pairs at last year's chapters reading. We realized we had two very different relationships with our fathers and decided to explore them through poetry, which is a genre that is a challenge for the both of us.
I ask my father questions because I don't know him very well. I assume my professional role, the reporter, the one with confident questions and fair assessments. I take notes on the facts. 5'7", white hair, balding head, stocky build. A woodworker, an Aquarius, a bicyclist. A gap-toothed smile like my brother's, a stubborn disposition like my own. Are these the facts or just my opinion? Who was my father before I decided what he was going to be?
I stare at my father, examining his features, committing to memory his demeanor. Like a sponge, I absorb as much as possible. For I fear the day his progressively worsening health will take away his vitality, and with that every opportunity for the two of us to bond. These days, we don't talk much. He drinks tea, I observe. I watch him make dinner with a remorseful feeling. Nearly 70 and with white hair, he labors all day. He likes everything to be orderly, so I offer to do the dishes.
His father was a numbers man for the military. His mother collected antiques, tied perfect bows. He worked in a gas station and played guitar in a band with his brother Ricky. The Chaparrals was their name. It means tumbleweed, he says. They covered the Eagles, the Beatles, and carefree, druggy, yeah man 70s bands. They are the opposite of what my dad represents to be now. A conservative Republican, a frugal cheapskate, a straight-arrowed judge. He still smokes. I guess that's the ghost in him. I wonder if my brother and my mother haunt him too.
I wish we spoke like before. He'd captivate me with stories of his childhood. I wish I knew him as a teenager or a young man, when he played volleyball, drove motorcycles, and smoked 2 packs a day. All of this seems unfamiliar now. It's hard to associate him with the stories he's told me. The loss of his mother has taught the both of us the value of time. It's a precious thing. What's gone can never be changed or brought back. All we have is this moment. I know this, my father knows this, but we don't mention it to one another.
How does a father love a 30-year-old when he didn't know her when she was 2 or 12 or 22? In my reporter role, I see the facts. He made mistakes 30 years ago when he was in his 20s. His heart is still broken in 100 ways about it. He's sometimes selfish, sometimes unforgivable. But so am I, and so is my mother, and so is my brother. He's also sometimes kind, sometimes sensitive, sometimes wounded and loving like the rest of us too. I'm not sure if I want to be angry anymore.
I analyze everything he does, from washing and cutting to stirring, swiftly pacing back and forth between the sink and stove. I sit at the kitchen table, being silent company. He makes sure to keep a smile on his face. I imprint his actions in my mind. If I could invent something, it'd be a pause button for time. I don't want it to end. I don't want his time to run out. I don't want our time to run out. I want to always sit next to him and tell him to rest his head on my shoulder. I want him to know I won't stop caring, won't stop loving. I ask him to take my hand and never let go.
I keep asking questions, but try not to come up with answers for us. I keep to the facts. He is a man and my father, but not my dad. I am a woman and his daughter, but not his little girl. I keep taking notes. There is still a lot of reporting to do.